Absolute podcast.
Welcome back to the episode of podcast. I have two cool guys with me today. First off, you guys want to introduce yourselves?
Hi, my name's Kyle Storty. I am the only junior that's ever been on this podcast, I've been told.
Yes. Well, for only that's been aired because I've recorded one. I haven't put it up yet.
Oh, okay. So, podcast in the making.
Mhm.
I'm junior at O&J. Pretty excited to be here. I'm excited to talk.
That's good. How about you?
All right, I'm Addison. I'm a senior. I goes to ONJ. Not the only senior on the podcast. though,
Okay,
so-
yeah.
We get
Not that
multiple
special.
seniors on here so far, especially me.
You're cool.
So as I always start my podcast, I want to ask how you guys are today.
I'm pretty good. It's starting to hit me that the end of the year is wrapping up, and it's like different for me because literally 95% of my friends are in your grade,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be so weird when everybody's gone, and like I always say as a joke, my grades are gonna be a lot better because all of my friends are leaving, and some are really close. Like my one friend's going to Elizabethtown, which is 45 minutes away, but then other people are going to Rhode Island, which is 7 hours, and I only see him holiday breaks and stuff. So it's gonna be really different.
It's gonna be great. I mean, what really hit me was when I figured out oh god, it's senior year is when Prom and Endgame came out because both of those happened in within just the 1 week, and it was just back to back and just happened so fast.
Yeah. Prom did go by really fast.
Yeah. I mean, what do you guys think? What do you guys think of Prom?
Well, first, did you hear what they're doing next year?
No.
They're splitting junior and senior prom.
Are they really?
Some
Yeah.
schools do that. Yeah.
Yeah, so honestly, I think it's gonna be a lot better because it is packed when
It
you
is
go
packed.
there.
I think they realize that's why they're splitting. 'Cause,
Yeah.
there's no space on the dance floor if they're gonna do the same place that we did the
Yeah.
past 2 years. But
Mhm.
yeah.
It's a nice place. I like the Sheraton.
Yeah, I had to tell my parents they're just combined and why. They didn't understand because I guess their schools did not have.
Well, I know Boyertown. They don't even have a junior prom. They just have senior prom.
Really?
Yeah. So
But juniors can still go if us.
right. Yeah. If a senior asks them, but I don't know. I don't like that. But I like how they split junior and senior prom because now you're just with mostly your grade.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There'll be some outliers.
That makes more sense.
I guess technically you could go to both.
You could, yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if they make you pay twice.
Or just have a universal ticket.
Yeah.
I feel like they would make you pay twice because that's what what schools do. That's what
Yeah.
schools do.
Tickets are expensive. How much were they this year?
75. So if you had to buy two, that's literally 180. Wait, am I doing 17?
150.
Check the math. Check the math.
Oh, 150. My bad. Yeah, but yeah, it's just insanely expensive. You have to pay for I buy my suits because I don't buy expensive suits because it's just prom.
Mhm.
But yeah, so we spend a lot of money on just prom.
Yeah.
There's a lot of money.
It's not an investment because you lose money, but
Mhm.
you have to put in a ton of money. You know how some people rent cars?
Yeah.
I think that's a bit over the top.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Angelo, Maserati.
He rented a Maserati.
Wait, who did?
Ryan Angelo.
Oh
Kid-
my god.
kid of my grade.
Yeah, right.
For his junior prom.
Maserati.
Wow,
Oh my
that's
God.
insane. I got lucky. My uncle has a Mercedes, and he let me borrow it just for the night. And I was like, oh,
Oh yeah, I saw you drive it. Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
you drive it. But
Got
yeah.
my 2003 4Runner.
let's go. rolling
2007
up.
Toyota Camry. Yeah, pulling up. But one of the things I want to talk about for prom is for people going to it or people attending next year. What are some do's and don'ts or tips that you can have for people going to prom? Because there's a lot of things you can do and can't do,
Yeah.
or
I think we start with the do's, and promposals are I don't know. I did a pretty big promposal just because it was the girls' last prom, so I felt like I should do something big. But I don't know. A lot of girls expect promposals now. They
Yeah.
expect posters,
Mhm.
and even if you're dating,
You still gotta do it. You gotta do that gesture. Yeah.
exactly,
Mhm.
yeah. So that's pretty nice.
Even if it's known to everybody, of course you're gonna go. You guys are dating.
With the ping pong
Snap.
ball again.
Or did you do a prom? Did you any promposal sort of thing?
We agreed on going, and then eventually, as prom got closer, I made a little poster.
Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the best way to do it, honestly.
It's a classic and most versatile way to ask someone to do
Mhm.
a pun and a poster. I mean, what I did was because my last last podcast I had Nina on. She was my date. So I got like it was her birthday too. So what I got her for her birthday was like this photo album of just pictures we've taken together. And at the end, it was like, let's make one more memory.
Oh, that's
and it
cool.
says
Yeah,
prom.
that is cool.
That is
Yeah.
really cool. I like that.
Yeah. It was sort of last minute also because I just didn't know what to do.
I
But
love those last minute ideas that are like perfect.
Yeah.
dude, thank God that happened because I just like wouldn't know what to do.
I did one with Up, and it was funny because I honestly didn't know if she had watched the movie, and I was like, so what do you think about the movie Up? And she's like, oh, I hate it. And then I tried to like change her mind. I was like, oh, well, only the beginning's sad. You know, the rest of the movie is really good. And she's like, I guess. So like now I'm like freaking out that she's not gonna like the prom proposal, but like I know she's gonna say yes because she's my girlfriend, but like still like, and then so literally after school she's a track meet, and I run to a dollar store, get like 8 helium balloons, fill them up, run back to my house, change into the suit because I try to dress like the main character.
What's his name again? The old guy?
Isn't it like Ed?
It's not Ed.
It's definitely
It's
not
not
Ed.
Ed?
Oh,
Or
yeah,
not- that's
I gotta look that
It's
up
gonna bother
now.
me now. But like
It might start with an E.
I dressed up as him as like when he was young, when they like got married, like he had like the glasses and the suit and stuff. And then I went to a track meet and I did it, and she liked it, thankfully.
It's Mr. something.
Carl
Oh.
Fredrickson.
That wasn't
Mr.
even
Fredrickson.
It was not even close.
Yeah, Mr. Fredrickson. I remember that.
hmm
Little-
She dressed up as Russell. That would be pretty funny.
He should have done that.
Yeah. Boy Scout uniform with all the badges, just
Dude, like
quick
really
flags.
Asian.
Out the back.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's a thing you have to do for like what like people expect you to do now. Just
Yeah.
do, like prompt if you're the guy, anyways.
Yeah.
Even for what about homecoming?
Homecoming's, I feel like more informal
Mhm.
than prom. I feel like mostly just because it's at the school.
Yeah.
If they went out and got a different venue, then it would have a more prom feel.
Yeah, you're not dressing up in suits necessarily either.
Yeah.
It's kind of just a button down and tie.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too. It's like there's no required sort of like what's that word? Dress code, because they would make you like you have to like wear a suit and tie and stuff like that.
Actually, I think my one friend went to prom in just a polo.
Really?
Good for him. He saved like
Honestly,
$200.
shout out Michael Roskus. I actually think he said he was. I didn't see him there, so maybe they kicked him out. I don't know.
Because he's not wearing the suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tux are expensive.
Yeah.
No, they really are. Even if you
Rent.
just rent them,
Like
Yeah.
renting.
Like, they
this
cost,
year,
like, yeah.
$220. We're like renting that thing for 4 hours.
Oh my gosh, that's insane.
like you don't even get to keep it. Like if you say
a
like,
lot.
hey, I look nice in this, but you can't keep it, I'd be pretty pissed off.
Yeah.
What's another?
That and Endgame. Like Endgame, I went to go see Endgame. Yo, no spoilers. I went to go see Endgame that Friday, and I went with my girlfriend, and there was 5 other people that I knew were in the same theater as me. They were my friends, and I got there like a half hour early, and the theater was almost fully filled already. And previews weren't going to start for a half hour. And
Yeah,
this
that
was the day
was
after.
that was the same for me because I went Thursday night. It was
Yeah,
just packed.
Well, I was
Yeah.
assuming it was gonna be terrible Thursday, but not for Friday. And Friday I go in and like we get good seats, and like our whole row is pretty much empty. So I text my friend saying, "Hey, you better get here quick if you want good seats." And he's like, "Oh shoot, we're 20 minutes out." I was like, "Well, I can save you a seat. Like, how many people are with you?" He said 5. And I was like, "You want me to save 5 seats?" And he's like, "Well, if you can." So I'm like laying across like 3 seats, and then
Was it just you just saving the seats?
it was me and Brinley.
Okay, so lucky.
Brinley's laying across 3. I'm laying across 3. We are getting the dirtiest looks. Like,
People are probably just walking by like,
yeah, because we're saving these prime seats. They're in like the top middle of the theater.
Oh.
I
see,
know.
you can't be doing
So-
that.
Well, yeah. Okay. So, and then 4 of them get there, but the 5th has all the tickets.
Oh
So
my
they're-
god.
So they're outside the theater. They're like, "Yo, our guy with the tickets isn't here yet, and I don't know what to do." I was like, "You better hurry up. Like, I'm gonna get kicked out of this theater, beat up, or whatever comes first."
speed up.
And they sprint up to their spot and they're like, "Oh, thank you, you're a saint, I love you." I was like, "Yeah, whatever, just watch the movie." Like, I was so mad at that
Oh
point.
my God. I think for how early did you guys get to the movies?
Well, it said the movie was at 6, but previews started at 6,
Mm-hmm.
and I got there at 5:30.
I got mine 3 hours early.
Yeah.
we were in front of the line.
Are
Like,
you
there were
serious?
groups
we
of
got there.
people.
Yeah,
I
Wow.
guess you probably with that group.
Yeah,
They,
'cause
like,
we
went
had-
3 hours early.
because we obviously it was like on premiere night, and then like we went right after school. So like the movie was at 6, we got there at like 3, and we just stood in line.
Oh my
And people didn't start coming in until like 5.
god. Wow.
So we just sat there watching Infinity War in the line while we were just
Wow.
waiting.
That's
yeah.
funny.
Line.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
That's actually like smart.
It was just intense because like we were like, but like once it got to around like 5:45 and like we were inside, we still had to save a couple more seats, and we have like a whole row of just OJR kids.
Oh really?
Just
That's
sitting there, and then we had to save like 3 seats, and then like people just started coming in, and they also gave us dirty looks because like there was this family of 3, and there were 3 seats right next to us.
Oh, that's the worst.
And
when
then,
the family
but there
comes.
was 2 open like spots right in front of us, so like a family had to like split up
That's
because of
terrible.
us. Yeah, and I felt really bad, but like then again, because like I mean like, they got there late, so it's kind of your fault if you get there late.
Yeah, my excuse when anyone ever asked me was, "Oh, these are for my family," and they'll be like, "Oh, okay."
I don't think I've ever gone to a movie where it had to like split up or something like from my group.
Mm.
That
I think
feels
I have a
terrible.
couple times. It's like it's one of the most it's like the scariest thing because like you feel bad because if you were in that situation you'd be like, I'm angry at these kids or whatever.
Yeah.
It's awkward as hell.
Now, did it feel like 3 hours when
No.
you watched it? No, it doesn't.
No.
Like you get so into it, and like I'm not gonna spoil anything, but there are parts in the movie where the whole theater just goes nuts.
And
Like-
it's just like there's so much stuff going on.
Yeah.
It's like you don't even realize like what to process. And then
Exactly.
I've seen those like YouTube videos where it's like theater reactions to like
Yeah.
certain movies.
people
and
start
those are-
clapping and all that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
those are cool to watch.
Like I'm sure a part of it was because we went the first 2 days, and that's when like the super fans go.
yeah.
So like that's why the theater was freaking out. But I'm sure like whenever you decide to go, it's just gonna be just as crazy.
Probably.
It's such a great movie. Definitely in my top 5 movies.
It's reached was it like 1.2 billion just a weekend, just opening
Oh my
weekend.
gosh.
So it's definitely gonna beat out Avatar.
It's better than Infinity War.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
So Infinity War is just more dramatic and sad, obviously, because people, they get dusted. I
Mhm.
can say that because it's been a year.
Yes.
But people get dusted. But like now, like it's like completely 180. Hope that didn't spoil anything, but like it's a lot more interesting.
Yeah.
And yeah, there were points where like I literally got out of my seat just like because I was like freaking out. It was just intense.
Yeah.
And like
Dang,
people,
I really want to see this.
you really
It's so
like,
good.
Addie hasn't seen it, and like I don't know how you haven't seen it yet. You've just been really busy this past.
Like
week?
the opening night that Thursday, I was invited to go
Mhm.
see it. Then I had practice, so I turned it down.
Oh my
Probably
god.
not the best move.
Yeah, you
Right.
should because like you have a lot of practices, but you only have one night to get Endgame.
facts.
Like
That's true.
I would have understood if you skipped practice that day.
yeah.
Well, because I was already skipping that tournament that weekend because of prom.
Oh yeah.
So I
Mhm.
felt bad, so I was like, I gotta like show my commitment somehow.
Mhm.
Maybe skip this movie, go
Oh,
to practice.
captain, my captain.
Yeah, and then the next day,
Quote
everyone's
Walt
like, "This is
Whitman.
the greatest movie ever." Went to practice.
Did you come back to school the next day where people were just talking about it?
I literally wore headphones the whole day. I blasted music. I deleted Instagram. I deleted Reddit. I didn't want to talk to anybody the whole day. And then I have Mr. Schwank, who saw it opening night.
He definitely
And I
saw
was
it
like,
every night.
I was like, how was it? He said, you were going to love it. And I was like, oh my gosh, let's go. And I deleted Instagram, 4th period. But before I deleted it, I reposted the thing that Marvel posted about no Endgame spoilers. I don't know
Yeah.
if you saw that or not. And someone DM'd me, Jack Stone, who's a sophomore, DM'd me a spoiler. And I saw it, but it was before the movie came out. So clearly he doesn't know unless he saw it somewhere else.
Mhm.
And I thought he was kidding. I was like, oh, you're funny.
So going into it, you were like,
Yeah. So
there.
7th period, I go back to Schwank and say, Schwank, just tell me if the spoiler is true or not. I can't live with myself. And he's like, and he verified it. It's true.
Oh my god, I'd be so
No!
pissed off.
I was so mad. So then
He should not
I
have told
walked
you.
out to my car and I saw him, Jack Stone.
Mhm.
And I was like, dude, are you serious? He's like, what? I was like, you spoiled the movie. He's like, are you serious? I just guessed.
he just guessed.
Wait, I want
Yes.
to know what spoiler. Like I can't want to say it out loud, but like
I do not want to know.
wait, can you mouth it to me? Like mouth it to me. Oh yeah.
He-
Okay. yeah.
He guessed it. And I was like, you guessed? And he was like, yeah, I haven't watched the movie. I didn't see any spoilers. I just wanted to mess with you. But now I know.
Mhm,
Because
'cause-
I asked Schwank if it was true or not. And I was so angry. But like even after knowing that, it was so great.
It was like yeah.
oh,
Oh my god.
yeah.
I need to rewatch. Like I need to watch it a second time because it's just like the first time I was just in shock, so I couldn't fully enjoy it. Like I was still enjoying it, but like I was just like in shock of like what was going on. So like I need to rewatch it just to.
If you go to putlocker.com, they have a bootleg that you can watch.
Okay.
Shout out to Pollock.
Yeah. The only problem is there are like people like getting up in front of the guy that's recording it.
Oh,
Aw.
it's one of those camera ones. Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
unfortunately.
people getting up.
Yeah, just guy stands up in front of the screen.
Were there annoying people in your movie theater where like they were just like talking or like laughing a lot or like clapping way too much? 'Cause for me it was.
No, not for me. There was no talking. There were people behind me that cried.
Did you cry?
I did not cry.
I teared.
no.
I
You
did.
teared up?
Yeah.
Dude, there were people that were wailing behind me.
Oh
and
my
that was
God.
kind of annoying at first, but I was like, okay, they're just getting in the movie, so. But
Mhm.
no, no
I'm
laughing.
gonna
that's
cry
all.
when I go see this movie.
I mean, like if you're invested in like the whole thing,
Mm.
then yeah, you probably would.
We'll see. I don't think I'm gonna cry.
Because what it was, I was 7. Yeah, I was 7 when that came out. Yeah, when the first Iron Man came out. So
To
like,
start the whole
yeah,
thing.
so like, obviously it was like really young for me when it started.
Mm.
And just watch it all like just come like the part of the journey is the end. Like watch it all just end.
I wanna go see this movie so bad now.
Well, there was like, and there were a lot of things in the movie that were hints at movies that are coming up, too.
Yeah.
So that kind of excited me.
Oh, there's
Mhm.
another one.
Well, there's phases. So
Yeah.
I think this was the end of phase 3, and phase 4 is just going to be like a whole new like.
And it starts off with
thing.
Spider-Man, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, Far From Home in July, I think. July like
Alright.
20 something.
And that's the last one for a while. They said like they're not gonna, for, like a good like, almost a year they're not gonna put out movies.
Oh,
Yeah.
that kind of stinks.
I mean, I think it's just for us to like relax for a bit because like, they literally just been pumping out movies
Yeah.
every single year.
really
They have.
hmm
It was like almost exactly a year since Infinity War, the Endgame came out.
Yeah, because it was the same week as Prom.
Which
Last year.
which is crazy if you think about it.
hmm
That they like made that a 3-hour and 2-minute movie in a year.
Thank God they did that though, because like, I couldn't be able to wait.
Yeah, I
Like
cannot
that
wait.
long?
I don't think I watched Infinity War like 4 months ago.
Really,
You do-
for the first time?
Well, like I heard about it. I didn't actually watch it, but like I heard everything, and then I was like, oh, this like Avengers is kind of cool. And then they announced like when Endgame was gonna come out.
So you like decided to get into it for
Yeah.
real?
Have you ever like have you watched like any of like the how many have you watched?
I think I've watched
Well, it's
Like
like
which one?
13,
the
right?
Thor.
Wait, total movies?
In that like 13 or 14 like movies, including all 3 Iron Mans and all.
No,
the
there's
Ant-
like 20.
I thought there was like 14.
Wait, in the whole like MCU?
Yeah, for like that.
No, there's like 20.
phase.
There's 20. Oh, in that phase.
I've seen the first
know.
Avengers. Like they're like the movie like they all
Yeah.
together. I haven't seen full Infinity War. I think I've seen like the first part,
Mhm.
and then I just know the rest. Like I've just heard about the rest.
Oh, you haven't like actually fully
Not
watched.
watched it. I just know.
There was like the weekend of Infinity War. I spent a whole weekend over at a friend's house. We just watched it for a good like 48 hours. Like the whole. It was the whole 59. We skipped a couple because like they were kind of lame. So, but like it was. Yeah, it's a total of 59 hours of just watching every single
Wow.
movie.
That's
And we
insane.
watched like a majority of it. It was fun, but like I was just dead by the end of it because I just want to go home. Uh,
That's pretty funny.
hmm I don't know what else to say about Endgame, but back to continuing on the do's and don'ts.
Oh yeah. I think another do is like, I don't know. There were a lot of simple stuff that the first time I went to. This is my second prom.
Mhm.
The first time I went to prom that I didn't even think about, like stuff like handing the girl the flowers and like the stereotypical picture where you're like behind them, like.
I didn't do that this year because it's really awkward.
Cringe. Yeah, like
Yeah,
like-
that's pretty bad.
it's a ton of like little like kind of traditional stuff
Well,
that you
my
should know
date,
going in.
my date likes to do the flowers all by herself, so I didn't
Oh,
have
really?
to, yeah, and she wouldn't let me like help pay for like anything. Well, so like I didn't like have the opportunity to be like, oh, like here's this, and she
Mhm.
she just did everything.
Huh.
Which is
There
like
you go.
kind of nice, but like
Mhm.
I lost that privilege.
Yeah.
My mom does all the flowers. Like even for friends and stuff, she makes flowers for them,
Oh, that's
so we
cool.
don't have to spend anything on it.
That's cool.
And yeah, and like you have to like learn how to put like what's this called? The one that goes on the girl's arm.
It's not the boutonniere.
Not the boot,
The
yeah, this is
corsage
the
type
corsage. Yeah, the corsage.
Bingo.
Never had to do it.
Dude, I had to like tie it on. It's kind of rough. I mean, and then yeah, the boutonniere part. It was for the past 2 years, like last year and this year. I've always messed up putting on like the corsage because like I don't know, I don't want to put it on too tight and we're like whatever. Yeah, that's something people have to learn to like how to tie.
Yeah, like I know with the suit that I bought for this year came with a tie because the dress that I had to match was so difficult to match because it was like a bluish purple and it was like different colors and different lights. Like it was terrible. So I flipped through this book that was at Eagle Formal Wear and finally found a tie that went with the suit. I was like, okay, perfect. And then it came and it was a clip-on.
Oh.
And I hate
Men's
clip-ons.
Warehouse. That's just all clip-ons.
I hate clip-ons, but I had to wear it because that was like the only tie that matched the dress.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I taught myself
What colors?
to tie and everything.
Really?
Mhm,
I have
and
to
get
like
clip
watch
on.
a YouTube video on like.
That's how I
Yeah.
taught myself.
What colors did you guys wear this year?
Mine was like a full light gray suit with like a bluish purple tie.
Yeah, I think I saw you.
Yeah.
I was like black and white tux with like a maroon / like ruby red kind of.
that was a nice red. I like that
It like
red.
matched the dress like perfectly.
Yeah.
Like I was surprised.
I think I went navy blue and gold this year, which I think was better than last year's in my opinion because I just went black and red, which is fine, but like navy blue and gold's different, so
Yeah.
thank God for that.
There were some crazy suits this year.
Mm-hmm.
People had like floral prints in the, like on their
Yeah.
suits, and like that's pretty dope.
I like that. And then there were a ton of like the bright blue and then the black on the inside. I saw like 4 of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were cool. I like those. And then the prom king, Savon.
He had a cool suit, yeah. It
his
was
suit was
red.
red.
It was
the
red,
red,
yeah.
yeah. And I like the short pants that like stop at like halfway down the calf, and then like the nice shoes.
Yeah.
Those are cool.
Mhm. What's a don't? What should you not do?
Don't
That's tough. Cause like
don't be weird at prom, like the actual dance and stuff. It's like don't be
yeah.
like you get those couples that like grind or like really close to each other,
Or-
and it's just
Oh
like,
yeah, that is awkward.
Yeah.
Like you're in the crowd of people and then
you and your
just
friends are trying
grinding.
to have fun, like
Just like,
dancing.
yeah, people
and then
going
you turn
off,
around,
yeah.
and you turn around, they're just really grinding on each other. I'm like, okay, you ready to just ruin my vibe.
Yeah.
No thanks.
And then like I'm not saying any names because I can never like out them, but there are couples that just make out.
Yeah, it's like
That's a
you do
big
that in your
no-no.
room.
That just makes everybody uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
No one likes that.
I get
They're
it.
like they're not uncomfortable.
Mhm.
I feel like that'd be so weird.
Yeah.
Just, like you're touching
Just a bunch of-
everybody around you, at the same time you're making out with like your
Mhm.
girlfriend. or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like do that on your own time.
Yeah,
If
I
you're,
know,
like,
you
if
get
you're,
a
like,
room
If
or
you're like
something,
really in the
relieve or
mood, if
Supposed
you're
to
in the
dance
mood,
and,
yeah.
like, have fun with your friends.
Yeah.
Not making out.
Then you have like the mosh pit in the front,
The mosh.
then
Yeah.
right in front of the DJ, and then like every half hour the DJ's like, guys, I'm gonna have to ask you to back up. 10
they did
feet.
that. Yeah, it was fun. That was funny. Well, yeah, they were like, "All right, guys, back up a bit, back up." Like, I don't know
Yeah.
why you made us back up. Like, people back up.
I guess people were just getting too close
They
to the
got
table.
really close, and
Yeah.
they're yelling like song requests.
Oh, really?
Sam Smith like would write it on a piece of paper. And
Just throw
Really?
it in. Then there was one person that threw a water bottle. I don't know. if
Yeah,
you
I
guys
heard
know
heard about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was pretty bad. And then someone spilled like someone had food out there or water or
their
something
plate.
that it dropped on the ground and people thought it was vomit. So all of a sudden this circle just goes like this, just around it. Everyone's like, "Oh my god, someone threw up!"
Yeah, no, I think I saw, I was like seeing like trash on like the dance floor. I'm like, who brought food out here?
I know.
Like I was
like, what are you doing? Just eat at your table, please.
Did you bring their plate out?
Yeah, it's just
board.
let's go.
the music this year was like a bit rough.
It's mediocre.
Yeah. They like all they ever do at dances is play remixes of like songs,
Mhm.
which I don't think anyone really wants.
Yeah.
I wish they played like, since we're like class of 2019, they play like 2000, 2010 songs, like throwback
Yeah, that like
songs.
throwback songs
Like
that
that every- like-
you remember.
Yeah, because
Mhm.
it's like our 2 grades, like those are our songs. From,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are like nice songs too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I feel like there was like even way before prom, I was like, okay, they're gonna play Mo Bamba, they're gonna
Did
play.
they play Mo Bamba? Yeah,
They did.
Yeah,
They
they
played
did.
Singing
Old Town Road.
Yeah.
Bamba, Cardi B.
Oh yeah, Cardi B. I do not like Cardi B. I hate her.
I was not
I-
looking forward to her.
I was like, I'm
playing on my phone.
about her. It's like there's some songs I can like listen to, but like you don't like Cardi B.
No, I hate Cardi B so much. Actually, there's one song that I like. It's the Money song. I only like the beginning part.
Yeah.
The rest I hate. Like, there's this one meme that I saw that it said, Cardi B makes songs for people who wash paper plates. I was like, that's about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but overall, like, the prom music was pretty beat. I did not.
It was
like
dead.
it. It's that same DJ though. That doesn't he do Homecoming too?
Yeah. They should probably get rid of him.
Yeah.
I just remember 8th grade, we had a yearbook signing thing outside, And we had a DJ,
DJ
DJ Shorty Rock.
DJ Shorty
Oh.
Rock.
We were like, yo, look at this
Yeah.
guy.
Was he good? I don't remember. Like, I don't remember any of this.
I don't know.
He-
I just think just because of who he was.
Yeah,
but,
it's
like,
so hard to like get a crowd hype when you're DJ Shorty Rock. I feel
Mhm.
like
It's really hard to get like a high school. Like I mean,
Yeah.
not a high school. Like a bunch of like little kids to get hyped because you have to play certain songs that people like.
Yeah.
And then, like I personally am somewhat of a DJ, so I like, understand like why he plays remixes because like it's easier just to mix with. So you can't play like Old Town Road with I Want It That Way because it's
Yeah.
really hard.
It's hard to mix.
Mm-hmm.
I can understand that too.
Mhm.
Like and like especially with like remixes where it's like a beat drop, that just gets people really hyped.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then they did like the one slow song.
Yeah.
And then they went right. He's like, all right, let's turn it up.
Yeah. It's like it's weird. It's weird because people, it's like half wants a remix and the other half wants just the like,
original.
song
it's
itself.
just hard to find that balance.
Yeah.
So you kind of just have to go with whatever
Yeah.
you feel like buying.
Yeah, I don't know. There were some songs that I liked, like, and then like I said before, they were like those prerequisite songs, like Old Town Road, that like you just knew where they were gonna play. Which I think he still remixed, which was fine.
That was I mean, he played the one with Billy Ray Cyrus in. I'm pretty sure. I think.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Did you hear that Old Town Road got taken off of the Billboard for country, but not for the regular one? Because I don't even know why they thought it was country in the first place.
It's
Probably.
It's
Would you consider that country?
not really.
No, but
How?
I can see why that.
I thought it was a parody of like country music at first when it first came out. I thought
Yeah.
it was just making fun of like country music.
Yeah, because it
but
was only in meme songs.
Mhm.
I did not think that song was gonna get as popular as it was.
Yeah. Lil Nas
I think I heard
X.
that song. And
I've
I
never
was
heard
like,
of Lil Nas before.
No.
Like yeah. But I mean, I'm glad. I'm glad they played it, even though it's an old overplayed song. But I'm glad they did because if people got hyped, they only played like probably 3 or to 5 songs that I actually knew.
Really?
Yeah, like other than that, like I kind of knew like some songs, but like I never like got hyped into it. I really got into it.
Yeah,
Walking in, the songs were good. Like
Yeah.
International Love by Pitbull came on. I was like,
They like why'd they
This
play
fucking
that?
jam.
Yeah,
This
why'd they
fucking
play
jam.
that?
I don't know, but that was like throwback 2000, 2010s, like our childhood right there.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just like, I know, I might know every word of the song.
Do you like the theme this year? You guys like?
Didn't you guys choose that? Didn't you vote for it?
I didn't even like.
I voted for.
The only
Golden
thing I
Gala.
saw, like New York, was just a live stream of Times Square. On the side.
That was it.
That,
You
that
didn't
was
see
it.
the whole Central Park entrance thing?
Nope. I didn't
Wait,
even,
what?
Like, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Like
until
as
you just
soon
told
as
me
you
right
walk it, as soon as you walk into the Sheraton, up the stairs, there's that huge archway.
Oh, the arc, the one you took a picture. Yeah.
Yeah, the one that I took a picture of.
Didn't even see that.
I mean, I noticed. I just like didn't think
To
of
be
it. 'cause
honest,
it
I
was
didn't even
such
know we had a theme until someone told me when we got there.
Yeah,
And
it's
I was
like,
like, oh, that figures why there's a live stream of Times Square.
a- Yeah.
there was the theme was like a night in Central Park.
Oh shoot! I didn't even realize it says Central Park. I thought it was just a giant arc
I
thing.
did not even see that when I was there.
Yeah, that's like completely made out of styrofoam. The engineering
pretty good.
TAs
I
made
guess
it.
that's.
Really?
Yeah,
That's impressive.
I liked it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I didn't see it.
it's cool. I actually missed it on the way in and saw it on the way out, so I took a picture of it.
Like they don't really emphasize that much for the theme. I feel like they obviously put in that arc and then they put in the live stream, but like that was really it.
There's a subtle thing they did that at every table they had that little thing in the middle.
Yeah.
It had apple in it, or the big apple.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
It
no
was-
one got it.
It was a real apple, and
Yeah.
Gretchen Harkin came around to all these tables and just started
Ate
biting
the apple.
people's apples. And like, guys, this is real. And just put it back, just bite taken out and everything.
That's like one of the most like petty things to do. Like I was at my friend's house once, and he kept taking my phone and taking pictures and sending people Snapchats. I was just like, dude, stop. And he wouldn't stop. It was Andrew Cristoforo, shout out. And he like threw my phone across the room, and I was like, all right, that's it. I go over to his fruit basket, take one bite out of every single piece of fruit. He's like, what are you doing? I was like, every single one.
I mean that's effective though. Like I'd be pretty pissed off.
He got mad, so dub for me. Kyle
Pretty
1,
good.
Andrew 0.
I mean,
Terrible.
I wouldn't throw anyone's phone like across the room. I feel
Yeah, I
Be
know.
bad if I would do that.
It's also Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's true.
It's a funny guy.
He's got his moments.
Yeah. that was a really stupid thing I did, because then his parents were like, oh, what are we going to do with these apples now? I was like, I'll eat them. And I ate like 3 and
I'll
got
eat
full.
'em?
He had like 15.
Nuh-uh.
And I just took one bite out of it. So
I can barely finish one apple.
Yeah.
now we have all these apples that have one bite of like, I'm at his house. So like obviously they don't want to eat the apple that I took the bite out of.
Oof.
So
Did you feel bad at all afterwards?
a little bit, yeah. Once the parents found out, I was like, okay, maybe I shouldn't have done that. So then we got the whole basket of apples, and he lives in a development. The houses are pretty close. So me and my other friend Jaden start throwing the apples into his yard, just so they can like decompose or whatever. And I throw one, and it lands in the back patio of this guy's house, and just splatters everywhere. Like, but it's so dark that you can only hear it. You hear, so we're like, oh shoot. So it's like 12 at night, and we run over to the guy's house, and there's like the one gate that you can just like pull the thing up and open. So we pull it open. We're like sneaking around his house, picking up the pieces of apple and stuff, and then we go to sleep because it was a summer night, so we like had tents up and stuff.
Yeah.
And we like slept outside, and we wake up and we go inside. And Andrew's parents said that they saw us on the security cameras of the house.
Really? Nuh-uh.
And he was like, I would have shot them or something like that if I saw
Oh
him
my
or something.
God.
But obviously he wouldn't. But like he was just trying to scare us, so I had to go over and apologize to him for throwing an apple.
Sorry for throwing an apple.
Middle school, people throw apples against the back wall.
Oh
and
yeah,
they just explode. And they're like fireworks. We just didn't know where they came from.
that's funny.
I love middle school.
I miss
God.
middle school so much.
When we went there for the evacuation drill, when we all had to go in the lunchroom.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
It feels so small.
Yeah.
I haven't been there ever since actually, but I don't really go as often as many people like say like to go back to middle school and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
it's weird seeing the lunchroom because it is really small.
yeah. Everything feels so tiny.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you go back to your elementary school, the hallways.
I
are
can't
like
wait to
this.
do. I can't wait.
I have like a little
Oh
sibling.
yeah, you guys get to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. That you guys
The
walk
senior
through.
walk.
Well, I have a little sibling anyway. It's still in elementary school, so I have to go back to go see like plays and stuff.
Mhm.
And it's just small. It feels so small.
Yeah.
I haven't been there ever since I like East Coventry. I haven't been there ever since I left. So it's literally been.
Well, they have the new school.
Are
now,
you guys
too.
walk?
Yeah.
Can you
I think
walk
we're gonna
in the old
go.
one?
Yeah.
Because I know
They
still
probably
have.
changed it so much though.
Mhm.
I think it's like an admin building.
Well, it's
Probably
like
would
they
be
did
probably.
a shooter's test kind of thing, like
A what?
police like
Oh.
They're like-
school.
a fake scenario kind of thing.
Mhm.
Like, they ran
That's-
through drills and stuff.
Mhm.
It's like active shooter drills.
That's cool. That's good.
They sent
Yeah,
out,
that's-
they
Shout
sent-
out to them for doing that.
They
you
sent
know?
out like a sky alert or something
Mhm.
saying like we urge the public not to enter the school grounds or something during this time period.
Was it like what? Is it your school?
No, it was East Country.
Was it
The old
I
East
didn't even know that.
Yeah.
God, it's been like 6. No, yeah, like around like 6-7 years since I've been there. It's insane.
Mm.
I literally can't wait to go because like that's what I'm excited for. At least for this senior year.
Did you guys have like handprints on the ceiling or something?
They got rid of that. We don't see them no more.
Really?
Yeah.
It's kind of stupid. Why
It
did they get
is.
rid of
I don't know why
They
they
should have put that in the new one.
Because I asked Lauren Hughes because she goes there often too, and she told me like they got rid of they just put like the regular ceilings back on.
Oh.
Like I want to see my handprint
Yeah.
from 6 years ago.
That'd be
so-
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot you guys did that. That's pretty fun.
You excited for senior year?
I actually kind of am, even though like most of my friends are leaving. Like
It goes by so fast.
I think it's gonna be
It
cool.
goes by
insane.
so fast.
like I did the IB program,
Mhm.
so like my senior year isn't gonna be a cakewalk like some people
I
are.
know a lot
Like,
of people do like IB and they're just like stressed out over it.
yeah, because like that's when all the projects and portfolios are due at the end of the year.
Mhm.
But like I don't know, I feel it's gonna be cool being like the oldest grade in the school, and I feel like when you go in high school as a freshman, you always think about what people think of you,
Yeah.
like unconsciously or consciously. Like you're just walking around like, oh, I wonder what people think of what I'm wearing or whatever. But then like when it comes to the senior year, you guys go like all out for spirit days,
yeah.
and you like because like no one cares.
Yeah, you just like
It's
it's just fun.
yeah.
yeah.
It's not that you feel superior, but you just like
It's your last year. You want to like do whatever
Yeah.
as much as you can.
You just want to send it, and I think that's gonna be really fun.
That senior mentality is obviously it's amazing because I wouldn't do that when I was a freshman.
yeah,
Like, I'd be so nervous just to like walk around the school anyway.
Yeah.
Like now I'm like just fine.
when did senioritis hit you?
The beginning of the year.
Really?
No, I mean, no, it's around the winter time, like around like February, February. That's when it hit me, and I was like, God, with February, March, April, May, and then June, like 4 months left. I'm like, okay, I just stop. I'll just stop trying now.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Senioritis hasn't hit me like fully yet, because like some people like really have it and they just try and pass classes.
That's.
But like they won't turn in assignments. They'll get zeros as long as they're passing. They're fine.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
But like for me, like I kind of have to try it because like I just can't stand getting like a zero on something.
I know,
yeah,
that'll
yeah.
annoy me.
Goes all the way
Like,
down.
I'll still turn in stuff on time, but like it's
Yeah.
just me like getting. Say like if I have a project due next week, I'd do it like literally either the night before or the day of it's due.
Yeah,
The day of
like
in the
I
morning.
definitely try a lot less this year. Like if I know I have something due, I'll plan out my time for the day it's due to see if I can do it then instead of trying to do it the night before.
Especially since like once you're in college, like once you got accepted, you're like I don't care.
Yeah,
I
it's like,
really
just,
don't
do
care
I really
anymore.
need to just.
Well, I know, like, if you have, like, an academic scholarship or even athletic scholarship, they'll look at your senior year
Yeah.
to see if you give up.
You have to send final transcripts to every college anyway,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and it's their choice whether or not they're gonna.
Yeah, they see
Use those
if they see
grades.
if you give up, like, the last 2 quarters and your
Mhm.
grades just drop.
Mhm.
They're not going to like that.
Like I just had to send mine again, for like, to ask for like more money and
Really?
stuff. Yeah.
Have more money, please.
Here,
Yeah,
give me
it's-
money,
it's
please.
expensive.
Yeah.
Where are you going? You're going to St.
St. Joe's.
Yeah. How much is it?
I think like with nothing, it's like 60,000.
Wow.
Like.
That's
Also, does that make you uncomfortable when people ask you about like college stuff, like or like the like cost of college or
Price.
like and just like
I think like
Any
everyone
college
knows,
questions?
Everyone knows like
Yeah.
college is expensive.
Mhm.
And, like I don't think it hits you until like you're the one like
Paying
either
for it.
paying for it or,
Or
having
helping
to
to-
deal with it. Like I think now more than ever, I realize like student loans is gonna
Yeah.
suck.
It's gonna
It's going to
be
be
yeah.
terrible.
Thank God for Penn State, it's 14 grand for like just in state.
Yeah.
So like that's why I'm kind of glad because like either way, like if I go to like the difference between me going to like Maine or Berks, it's like it's still gonna say there's no difference. I mean,
Yeah, like, does
it's
that
still gonna
bother
say.
you if people say, oh, where are you going? You say Penn State, and then they go, oh, Maine?
Yeah, it is because like people
Yeah.
just assume like obviously that's fine, but like people just assume like I'm going to Maine, but like I'm
Yeah.
going to Berks. Just
Yeah.
save money, and it's still gonna say
It's still
it's
a
still gonna
Penn
say
State
Penn
degree.
it's gonna say
like,
Penn
it's still
State.
gonna look like really good on like to any job
Mhm.
that.
So, like, unless you're someone like Kenzie Milne,
Mhm.
who's going there for, like, the honor system and stuff, and, like,
Yeah, yeah.
he's getting a ton of money.
But the
for it.
Schreier is it the Schreier like for Penn State?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's going to Maine just in whatever their honor system is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like that makes sense, but like who cares if you're going to Maine or Berks or
Yeah.
whatever.
My tip to any future like seniors is that don't focus on like okay, you want to focus on location, but also like focus on what's best for your future.
Yeah.
Not
money
your status
money
when you tell
wise,
people,
yeah.
like
You literally get to
where you're
choose
going.
where you go.
Mhm.
Like you should love where you go.
Because like obviously I would want to go to Maine because it's like it's the big campus. It's like a lot of people going there, but at the same time like I don't want to be paying so much money in the
Yeah.
future. I want to be able to buy my own car when I'm like younger.
Mhm.
Like I don't want
Yeah.
to like have to like keep paying off student loans, just like that.
Well, I know there are a lot of people in your grade that like still don't know what they want to do.
Mhm.
So like
Yeah.
they just go to community college to get like their gen eds and stuff done.
Yeah, some people are taking like gap years to work and then figure out like
Mhm.
Yeah.
like if people are
People just,
undecided.
Also travel too. Like people like want to enjoy the even like just like I know someone who's taking a semester off just to travel for a
Yeah,
bit and
that's
then
cool.
because they got waitlisted for Pitt. So like while they're getting their, like stuff together, and like seeing if they're actually getting into Pitt or not, they're just gonna take a gap semester
Hmm.
and just to travel.
I know Evan Bratton. He's gonna go to the National Guard
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
he for the longest time he's like, dude, I don't know what I want to do. Like I don't know what I want to major in. So I mean that's like obviously another option.
Yeah,
but-
it's hard to figure out all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
when you're faced with the question to having to put it into like Naviance or something.
anything. Yeah.
It's
What
like what
major
do you
you
want to
looking
major
at?
in? It's like you really gotta think about like what you want. And like we were told that a lot of people switch their majors in college.
Mhm.
So, but that's also a lot more money. So
What
it's
are you
probably
guys
best.
I'm going to business marketing and management. I want to run a business or at least work in one. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna minor in business, and then major in biology.
Mm.
And on
Wait,
biology's, like,
Are you nervous?
Oh my gosh! Everyone's like, oh, you have time. You don't have
You
time.
don't,
Yeah.
you don't really.
Like I just had like
This
my
is
junior,
this is the summer for you where you got to start
Yeah.
visiting college and stuff
like
like that.
my junior conference was so stressful. He's like, all right, you got to do this. You got to take this test. You got to do this in Naviance. And like, you don't have time.
Mhm.
And like, I'm also thinking about playing soccer in school, which is like a whole other thing. Like, I have a list on my phone of 5 Division 1, 5 Division 2, and 5 Division 3 schools that all have my major.
Yeah.
So like, obviously academics is first because like soccer is going to be the rest of my life.
Mhm.
But like, I still want to play just because I love playing so much. And also, if a school is going to offer me money for soccer over school, then I'll take that.
Mhm.
Just like whatever helps, I guess. But like, that's like a whole other thing that you have to do. Like, go through NCAA, fill out
Yeah.
all those eligibility stuffs, and yeah. So
It
Yeah,
makes
it's
you nervous.
stressful.
Yeah, because when like they were going it like in the beginning of the year, remember like in English when they were going through like Naviance and stuff like that, I was just like sitting there like, what am I gonna do? Like I seriously
when
did
it,
not.
God.
Yeah.
it hits you when it's all in front of you,
Yeah.
but then it also like gets you again when there's deadlines.
Mhm.
When the deadline comes up, you're like
You need to
panicking.
start cranking
Even
out
if
like
you
these
start,
college
even
apps
if
and
you
stuff
do
like that.
complete everything, you're like I'm probably missing something, and you're trying to like scramble and figure out what it
Mhm.
is, and it's just such a stressful process.
But once it's all done, like you feel so
Yeah,
relieved.
like, do you guys feel good now?
I feel great. Like I'm
Yeah.
just trying to like I'm trying to pass, but also just like do fine.
Finish
yeah,
it out.
I'm just trying to get to June 7th and graduate.
Yeah, I just can't wait for graduation.
I mean, you guys
man.
are basically done like May, what, 17th or 18th?
I'm not taking the AP exams or anything like that, so like I only have to worry about finals. So
I
like
take 2 AP
fine.
exams, and I still like we learn for at least biology. We learn like we have units up until the exam, and we even have like a quiz after the exam. So we do not stop until like seniors are done.
That's probably.
I hate those classes like that last like till the end.
Forever.
Like I'm like is it only seniors that don't have to take it like on the last day of school?
Yeah.
Like finals.
Yeah.
Yeah,
think
seniors.
so.
Seniors get like scheduled days before the last 2 days of school
Mhm.
to complete all their finals. I think May 28th is when they check your grades to see if you're like exempt from finals. I
May
know
28th. Okay, I
AP.
got
If
time.
you take an AP class, it's like 88 and up. You don't have to take a final,
92.
and then every other class is 92 and up, which is kind of good. But
I'm
then,
so close to being exempt from like 3 of my classes.
yeah, all my classes that I'm like trying to get out of final, I'm like on the
Kushner.
verge of taking. Kushner, I have a 90. I think I have a 91.68, which lines up to a 92.
Now we have
So-
extra credits gonna get in, so like we're gonna.
Yeah, but
I think
so
I'm mostly gonna
I
get exempt.
I still see quizzes on the calendar.
Ugh.
And
So
I'm like,
stresses you
Yeah,
out.
I need to
there's so
read.
much that extra quizzes to do.
Yeah, I since I take IB, I literally didn't have enough room to take a science this year,
Mhm.
so I had to take one senior year. So
Ooh.
I don't have a final for science this year. Which, can you like leave early or like come in late if you don't have like a final?
As a senior or junior?
Like now, this year, like the science final is in the morning this year. So can I come
Oh.
in late?
I've never had that. Because I've
don't-
always taken the language and every other
Yeah.
subject, so I've had those like 4 set days filled.
I think some people left early the last year. Like some seniors that I talked to, they left early.
I know seniors do that for AP exams,
Yeah, no, they can. They can
Okay.
leave.
but I don't know if like finals those last 2 days, like how that works.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like
I'm stressed.
once you like take the SATs, that's when it starts. Like
Yeah.
that's what, at least for me, it started when like I took my first SAT and like all of it just like got like the stress level just went up
Mhm.
because like now I gotta start like applying.
Especially if you don't get the
applying.
score you want,
Oh
or
my
like
God.
not considered a good score,
Yeah.
but like it's low in your head, then you're like, I gotta try and study for this test that will
Yeah.
decide my future.
Yeah, you always see those Instagram posts like next 4, or
Mhm.
like proud to say that I have
Like
going to continue
yeah,
my
yeah,
academic and
yeah.
athletic career
I'd
at.
like to thank everybody who brought me to this point.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like you should do that if you only got like an actual like scholarship to like a whole like because you're of athletics. Like if
Yeah.
you're doing that, just commit. You don't have to like make a whole
You don't
bunch
have
of
to flex that
Like
much.
you can say you're going to this college, but
Yeah,
don't you have
that's
to be like
perfectly fine.
I'm happy to like continue my education and stuff like that.
You know where it's weird? I had never heard of JMU before this year. There are so many people
Mm-hmm.
in your grade that are going to JMU, and I had never heard of that school until like.
There's a lot of
couple
schools
months
that I
ago.
didn't know
Yeah,
existed.
once you
until,
start the
like,
college search, you realize like there's a lot of colleges. Like
there's a bunch of like
most
small
people,
colleges too.
like you ask people in like their freshman year of high school, like where are you gonna go to college? They're
They say the
probably
big
gonna,
ones.
they're probably gonna be like, oh yeah, Penn State, Duke, like
Mhm.
Cool.
yeah, like they're just gonna say these like big colleges that they hear on like sports stations or something.
yeah, but like now when you look into it, you notice that there's like a lot of tiny schools
Yeah,
like within this
And you
area.
realize like certain aspects you like about a school, like
Mhm.
city,
with the money.
whatever.
Yeah.
Like of course the money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I toured Nova, and like that
Oh
is
my
an
God.
amazing,
It's the
amazing
nicest
campus.
campus.
but then you look at how much it costs.
And it's an like absurd amount of
Yeah,
money that they want.
like the one guide that we had that was taking us through everything was like, yeah, it's a beautiful campus. Like we're rebuilding this, we're making this. I was like, I know who's paying for that.
Yeah,
like
me.
Yeah.
Because I visited Syracuse over the summer with my ex, and then we went around, and the campus was just so nice. Like
Really?
there's like shops all around. It's huge also, and like there's so many. It was amazing, but like the price tag on that was like 70 grand.
Oof. That's rough.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money.
It's those big schools that need to pay for their stuff.
Yeah.
The size is just a big thing too. Like
Mhm.
I want to go to a city school. Like my brother goes to Juniata, which is in like middle of Timbuktu, and like he's an environmental scientist, so
Mhm.
like he wanted to be like away from like a big city and stuff, and it's like so perfect for him, not for me. Like
Yeah.
my number one right now is definitely like Drexel.
Yeah.
Because it's in
Drexel
the
is
middle of the
nice.
city, and it has my major, which I either want to do computer sciences and computer programming, or the other uncommon one is aerospace engineering, which like my mom was like, oh, like find out what good aerospace engineering schools there are, and it's everything is like in Florida, like where NASA is.
Yeah.
Like if
Yeah,
you
makes
go
sense.
onto NASA's website, you can look at what colleges all the employees went to, and it's always like UCF or like
Mhm.
like any college that's in like that south that's really close to like Kennedy Space Center and stuff.
Have you tried any of the comp sci classes and that like OJR has?
I'm taking both of them next year
Oh.
because I've done all the engineering classes up until this year, and I'm fitting the comp sci classes.
Yeah, it's kind of, it's not a joke, but like
Well, my
we
class.
just mess around.
Which one? Comp sci or computer
We-
principles?
We take
Both.
we take computer science principles,
Okay.
and our teacher is his first year doing it, so he's he's not like the most in tune to like what we're doing on the computer. So we may or may not have started a Minecraft server. In the
Yeah,
beginning.
you
Let's
guys had.
go.
I've
Let's-
taken both. I've taken A in principles, and it's just like, if you're gonna take a comp sci, take comp sci A. It's a harder class, but
You
it's-
learn more out
it's
of it.
yeah, you get a lot more out of it.
Is like you're learning it for that specific program that
Mhm.
you will never hear again,
Gotcha.
and it's like the really really basic stuff. that
But if you have friends in that class, it makes it so much more fun.
like if you're going for computer science, take A. But
Yeah.
if you're just trying to get an easy AP grade, like to boost your GPA and have fun,
Then
principles,
principles are the
Principles.
way to go. Because in that class, you get your work done, and then that's it. You just mess around with the rest of the class.
Like my teacher does not check our work until like the end of the month, so we literally do not do any work like any of the days of the month until the night before it's due.
Mhm.
Well, I don't know if it was for the principles class or the comp sci A that Ahmed made like the answers to every single
Well,
one on a website.
It's not that he made it. You are required to make
make
a
a
Google
website.
site, and that's automatically on like the internet now.
Yeah,
so if
so-
I look up like Addison Wallman mobile CSP, my Google site will pop up with everything I've done on mobile CSP all year. And Ahmed's is also on it, and he was like the president of Computer Science Club, so all of his answers are gonna be right.
Yeah.
Mhm. So if you need help,
Yeah,
you can
so if
like
you wanna,
look up
check
his
your
name.
work, Ahmed LV mobile CSP.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
Type that in the Google search bar. and
So
you
it's
may
like
or
it's
may
like he's
have,
not
like-
cheating. He literally just put up his work as we're supposed to.
Yeah.
It's just
Okay.
it
Got
worked
it.
out
Yeah.
like that.
Tip for next year, because you're taking 2 comps. That's pretty rough.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That and IB is gonna definitely keep me busy.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's like, "Oh, I'm taking AM and PM privilege." I was like, "Oh, good for you."
I know people were like, "Oh, what kind of privilege do you have?" It's like
None.
privilege of being in school
Yeah.
the whole time.
I mean, I didn't. I could have taken it, but I didn't because like I know colleges like, I didn't know what first off I wasn't really sure what colleges I was gonna apply to. So like, I wanted to like not kind of impress. So I didn't take it because like obviously it looks better if you don't take privilege.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it looks like you're just like slacking off.
Giving up. Yeah.
Yeah, I had like that same mindset, but I also could not fit it in
Mhm.
either way.
I wish I did. Now I kind of wish I got privilege.
What do you think's better, AM or PM?
They
Per-
both have their like.
Personally, I think PM.
Yeah, because you leave early, which is nice. You leave early, but AM you wake up later, but like not that much. Like not by much if you wake up. Like,
I don't know. They both have their like pros and cons.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
AM, you sleep in, then you come into school, but then you either leave early with PM.
Yeah.
mhm.
I guess having both is just
OP.
the best bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You miss first and last. Oh my god.
I feel like
You're just not even.
there's just no
yeah.
point in coming
Then
in.
you probably have 2 study halls a day.
We have a 3-hour
Delay schedule.
delay next. Wait, not in 2
14th
weeks.
and 15th.
Yeah,
Seniors.
14th and 15th. Thank you.
Which
This
is good.
No, me too actually.
Seniors and juniors.
It's just people who
Oh, 'cause
don't have
Keystones?
AP exams and keystones. Yeah.
Yeah, AP exams, because I have the AP exam on that Monday and Thursday, and the 14th, 15th is that Tuesday, Wednesday.
Oh.
Thank God I'm not
Let's
taking
go.
any AP exams.
So
Let's
I'm
go.
not missing out on those
Nice.
3-hour delay schedules.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are like just gonna go out to like breakfast or something.
That's
You
so
don't have to- You don't have
nice.
to be to school till 10:30. Yeah.
This is
we
their
need
first
to-
year doing that, right?
Yeah.
Because
Never done this before.
I didn't hear about it last year, so yeah.
it's gonna be nice.
Yeah, I know.
I'm excited
really
for that.
excited.
Yeah.
Someone told me that this coming week is our last full week of school.
It's yeah, because then we got Memorial Day weekend, and then
Yeah.
like I mean for seniors also we have a lot of days off because we're gonna be like senior breakfast,
Yeah, we have the
graduation practice.
and then they just send us home.
Yeah.
We don't
Yeah,
have to
you're-
sit
Dude,
till
Thank.
2:15.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be in school like working my ass off and.
I think that's what's gonna hit us, like sitting at that breakfast, because it will
We're all like,
remind
what
us,
do we
like,
do? Like, where's it at anyways?
It's
Is
probably just in
cafeteria?
the cafeteria, probably. I
Or
don't know.
it's-
I just
it's
remember
a-
like 8th grade, they had that like 8th grade breakfast.
Yeah.
It was just in the cafeteria, just donuts.
God. Yeah, it's gonna. I'm gonna be like sitting there looking at everyone. I'm like, this is it.
Did you
We're
guys
in the end
do-
game now.
Did you guys do senior skip day?
I didn't.
I
You
did one of the days. I don't know.
Yeah, you guys couldn't decide what day it
Well,
was.
it's because like spring sports started on the actual
And we had
like,
days off and stuff,
119th
yeah.
day of school, so none of the spring sports people wanted to do
Wanted
it.
to
So
do
they were
it.
going to do it on the previous Friday. Nobody wanted to do it that Friday because I think we had a 2-hour delay.
Yeah.
Or like a snow day or something.
Yeah,
that
and
So
screwed
like,
up.
might as well just come in
And
because
people wanted to like use their skip day on a full day of school.
Mhm.
So they did it on like the next Friday, but people still did it on that Monday and the previous Friday. So there was like 3 senior skip days.
Yeah.
I did it on like I think that Monday.
there were when everyone like that one day where everyone thought it was senior skip day. It was literally like 5 people in the class.
Yeah, they were like
It was so
There's
like
nothing.
in English. It was just so nice because like we didn't even do anything. We just sat there.
It was nice for the senior classes,
Mhm.
but like a lot of classes, like as you get into junior and senior year, it's like a mix between a little bit of everybody.
Yeah.
Because they're like electives.
I love that when like whenever there's like no one in school,
Mhm.
and, like, you can't tell if a teacher's gonna be fine. Like you know,
I
They're gonna
think
slack
all
off.
of my teachers are pretty lenient. None
Mhm.
of them are like, all right, you're still getting work.
Mhm.
They're kind of just like, all right, don't like act out like crazy.
yeah. I mean, I never really act out or go crazy anyways in class. I feel like.
Sometimes.
Do I actually?
No.
I feel like there are times where I do. Like I'm just like all.
the
around
other day
place.
you slammed your book on the ground. When we were
Yeah,
all
because I
reading.
was getting angry, but like not really angry. I was just freaking out a little bit. So I was like, I don't know what I did. I was just
I was
gonna
already-
slam my book.
I was already
like,
on
"Oh,
edge,
sorry
'cause I
guys.
had, like my Hamlet book like this, and my phone was right here, and I was just like looking at my phone. And I was just waiting for my like teacher to go up behind my shoulder and be like, "Oh, what you doing?"
Well, what you doing? You're like, I'm reading the Hamlet
Yeah.
ebook.
I can get this translation.
Oh. Okay, that's right. Well, anyways, I think we've reached the end of this podcast. We've been doing this for a long time, anyways. But thank you both for being on here. I know Kyle's been in line like ever since the first episode.
Yeah, ever since you and Robin mentioned the TikTok. in
Yeah.
the first podcast, I was like, let's go. I
Yeah,
made it.
You did. I forgot we shouted you out because that was a really good TikTok. That was really fun. You made it into meme pages.
I didn't think it was gonna blow up. I sent it to like 5 meme pages that were like under 10K followers, and then one Oregon Memes picked it up like, and all their other videos got like 50K, and mine got almost 300K.
Nice.
And I was like, and people were coming up to me in school like, hey, why are you on my Explore page? And I was
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, what?
Yeah, you sent it in this soccer team group chat, and we were all like, "Yo, our boy's famous."
That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope.
I know.
Yeah.
I was so like I literally did that on a Saturday night for like 2 hours,
Mhm.
like perfecting my craft.
Wait, you just jumped down the stairs, didn't you?
Yeah, like I had one mattress that was like this, and the other one that was at the bottom of the stairs. So I'd hit one, land on the other, but I was so scared because the first mattress didn't start until like 7 stairs down.
So you
So-
still had to like fly.
I dove from 1 stair up, then 2 stairs, then 3 stairs to get over the fear.
What was the What was the song again? Like that was playing in the back. What sound was it? I forgot what
Oh, it's
sound.
da-da-da-da-da-da.
Oh, yeah.
Da-da-da-da.
The classic. TikTok.
Ladies. Yeah, and then like I had to, and then when I started showing it to people who didn't understand the meme, they thought that the weird guy on the other side of the screen was me. And I was like, no, that's not me. That's like some random guy that I'm making fun of. Yeah. People saying I look like Casey Neistat.
That was I saw that comment and that was really funny.
I don't even. Do I look like Casey Neistat?
Not really.
Yeah,
It's
no,
not
I
even
didn't
close.
think. I don't think I do. I was like, what are you talking about? And then the one kid, Clayton. Remember Clayton?
Yeah.
Said, he commented. He said, "How do people do this without breaking their neck?" So I replied saying, "I use a mattress." And he's like, "Oh yeah, I'd like to see you do this." I'm like, "I'm the person." In the
I'm
video."
the guy in the video.
He starts talking this smack,
Yeah,
and then
and-
he puts a screenshot of him like talking this rah rah in this like Instagram comment section into our soccer group chat, and so the whole soccer team takes to the comment section and just starts roasting this guy.
He's like 11 years old. He's like, "Guys,
It was not
guys,
okay.
I
The
said
self-
one thing, and now you want my kids to die." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was bad. And then he's like, "Oh, sorry, my friend took my phone."
Okay.
And we're like, the
Oh,
classic,
God.
classic. Oh, my friend took my
That's
phone.
godly.
Yeah, I was really excited when that blew up.
That's a good thing to say when you were in high school.
You put that on your resume.
TikTok.
I
Yeah.
became a meme. It's
Became
whatever.
TikTok famous overnight. But yeah, anyways, continue with the closing. Thank you both for being on here. If you guys have anything you want to say or shout outs, like even like your Instagram, Snapchat, whatever, your TikTok, you guys can say it right now if you want to. I don't care who goes first.
Bye.
Yo, follow me on Instagram at Kyle.1034. I'm not saying my TikTok because, like, I don't actually use it. I just post it there and then post it on Instagram. So
How do you get? You're not gonna. Okay.
All right, Addy_Waldman Instagram.
All right. Well, thank you both for watching, for being here. I mean, and thank you for watching. If you want to watch last episode, it's gonna be in the description. Go check these guys out, and I will see you in my next episode. Peace.